season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game. They have a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. In the red area, it's Robinson. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Well, I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the handoff. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And into the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that.
There he goes. Got the 1st down and more. He's up to 55 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Young. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. That ball is live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turns it on down the left side. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Auburn. The defense putting points on the board.
And I love the way they bring on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in. So
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. Fights off the defender. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. To the ground. He's got it again. Bust through behind his pad. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
And the Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Cook. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. On the move. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Got a man. It's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The sure hands, it's Young. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Found the seam on the left. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in.
Oh, it's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He lost one down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. And that's going to open up your running game later on.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Ready to fire from the pistol. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. To the air, it's Simmons. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Quick completion on the out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Smashes in between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Auburn lines up quickly. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out.
Touchdown, Tiger! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Hauls in the deep ball. Off to the races. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball, and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play 1 of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Looking to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more.
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first down.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Auburn going to work with another first down. They go to the ground. Creates a little room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. They'll run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn. They'll try to add another to their lead.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unleashes one. It's complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Back to pass on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Gilbert. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes him to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Larson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Wants to throw again. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start
turning it on. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Auburn to the line in a hurry. With the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield. And you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2.
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And you want that clock to run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Zings it complete to the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Makes it past the marker. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Off play action on first down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the red zone, it's Robinson. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got the quick pass. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's caught downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. Notre Dame lines